YouTube? Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this video. I'm so happy that you are watching and that you are taking your time out of your day to spend with me. I want to preface this video with a couple of things. I'm being really raw and transparent, and I am doing this video because intuition told me, and I'm hoping that it resonates with some of you. I will be 100% right at the start of this video and let you know I am not 100% sober. I am sober curious. I have been drinking far less, and if you hear things happening in the background, that is my daughter, Elliot. But I'm drinking far less than what I used to. I am on a journey of trying to figure out what sobriety and what my relationship with alcohol looks like, and what it has looked like, and what it can look like with far less alcohol in my life. And already with where I am now in my sobriety, I've learned so much. And so what does my sobriety look like? I am drinking a lot less, whereas every day after work I would have at least a couple of glasses of wine, maybe more often than not. I have not drank in over a week by the time I've made this video. I have had long spurts of that over the past few months, and I am making a conscious effort to not turn to alcohol when something is going bad in my life and when things are great, right? So maybe after a long day, I'm tired, I would go for a glass of wine or a beer. I have not done that. And I'll go out to dinner and maybe I won't have a glass of wine, or if I do have a glass of wine, I'll keep it to one or two, which is a lot different than how I was drinking before. So that is what I'm saying when I say I'm sober curious and I am on a sobriety path. A lot of people think sobriety is just a no to everything, and you can believe that, and that is totally up to you. I am not here to tell you you're wrong. I'm just telling you how I am defining it and how it is a lot less than what it was for me prior. So with that said, why am I sober curious? I realized back, and I have notes because I want to make sure that I give you as much information in clarity as possible. I am as transparent. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna go to get my baby. Hold on. All right, so let's just continue with the baby. Hey, nothing as real as a baby in a video, right? Let's just continue the conversation. So with that said, why am I sober curious? So I realized back in 2019 that my relationship with alcohol may be unhealthy. Some things had happened, like not remembering things from the night before, and I found out I said something to upset someone, or someone saying, oh, don't you remember that happening? And me feeling so ashamed, like, I can't believe I don't remember that, number one. And number two, like, acting like I remember because I felt so bad about not remembering. And then another reason why is the horrible hangovers. So, I am not one to have a hangover and just be like, oh, let me just go on about my day. Like, I am, I have horrible hangovers where I lose the whole day and I'm not productive. And, especially after having Elliot, that stuff can't happen because I have to be present. I have to be there for her, and I don't want to do it feeling miserable. Another reason why I'm sober curious is that I read a book that I suggest everyone read, particularly women who are questioning their relationship with alcohol, and it's called Quit Like a Woman, and it really inspired me. It's by Holly Whitaker, and I just really saw so many connections in her story, and I really saw some of the things that she experienced as some of my experiences. And even some of the things that I could not connect with were ways that I was trying to make myself believe, oh, she's not like me, right? You have to have a DUI. You have to bring, strange men home to, your home and not remember things, or just really crazy things that I thought you had to, experience to get on the road, to say maybe I have a problem with alcohol. And so just connecting with her story in the ways that I did and in the ways that I tried not to made me think, okay, Winter, let's look at what your relationship with alcohol looks like. And then also this beautiful baby right here. Like, being a mom, right? There's so many beautiful moments that I don't want to miss, that I don't want to like not be present for, and not be someone that she can look up to and really be proud of, right? And so I think I owed it to myself to see what this journey looks like, and to her. So with that said, what are the things that I'm learning being sober curious and in my sobriety-ish life? So I'm experiencing more creative bursts, even the strength that it's taken me to do this video. I just knew that I had to, and I think that it came to me because of my sobriety. I keep saying sobriety, I should probably not say that. Because of me being sober curious, because of me questioning my relationship with alcohol and starting to drink a lot less. I feel like the fears that I've had when I've created content, and I've been creating content for years, has really kind of gone away a lot more, and I have a lot more sparks of creativity, of ideas, of feeling like I can do this shit. And I really do think that has to do some with being sober. I don't know why it's connected, but I do feel like it's connected. And I think, okay, let me say this. I do think I know why it's connected. I think it's connected because maybe there's been a lot of shame around alcohol. And when you have shame, and maybe when you look at things through a certain lens, you are not seeing the reality of the thing. And so I think my creativity is sparked because I can see reality a little bit clearer. So I hope that makes sense. Another thing that I'm learning is I'm getting more in touch with my intuition. Even wanting to do this video, like, that is such my intuition speaking to me. And I used to think intuition had to sound like, like a baritone voice of God. Like, I really thought that God was going to speak down, and you'd know it because you'd hear a little whisper that sounded like a Barry White baritone saying, don't do this, or go left, or go right. And now I feel like I know exactly what my intuition sounds like. I'm going to put her down for just a second. Hold on 1 minute. I completely feel what my intuition feels like in my body. I'm also working through these feelings with a life coach, but I can detect certain things in my body, feelings in my body, intuition, and things that I would second guess about myself, with this new outlook that I have, with this sober curiousness that I'm, embarking on, or the sober curiosity that I'm embarking on. I feel my intuition in different parts of my body when certain things happen, and I am able to say to myself, Winter, this is happening, or this person is saying this thing or reacting in this way because of A, B, and C, and feel it in my gut and not second guess because of whatever reasons I might have. And that feels really good, like, to hear myself and hear, like, my spirit talk to me, and know that it is really my spirit and not in my head. And I think that I used to second guess a lot prior to this journey about whether or not that feeling that I had about A, B, and C could be trusted. And now I really know it can be. A couple of things have happened in my life recently where I thought something was happening for one reason, and it proved to be that's the reason. Like, that is exactly why my intuition was completely correct. So I'm really starting to hear and feel what my intuition is. And I also want to say, I realized how I've been letting the magic of life pass me by. So I've been thinking that fun could only be had with a buzz, and leaning on alcohol to enhance my comfort around people and, people that I called friends, or even thinking like, hey, this alcohol is making you more interesting to me. And I feel like I have not been giving the people in my life, number one, the grace to be my people and show and like actually enjoy their company and them mine in my most rawest form, without having to feel like, oh, I have to drink to perform or be funny or be whatever. Right? Exactly, Elliot Jagger. And so I was letting the magic of life pass me by. Those experiences that, okay, if it is going to be, not so fun or awkward or whatever, like that has a place in your life too. Like constant feeling like this buzz of fun and whatever the drink may give you is not what life is always supposed to be about. And there's magic to be had in all moments. And I think that I was trying to punctuate them too much with alcohol instead of just allowing them to be beautiful moments, right? And I was not giving myself the opportunity to actually experience them with, a lot of alcohol. And one of the things that Holly Whitaker's book talks about is just how when you drink alcohol, right, there is some kind of surge of serotonin that's released in your brain. And that surge, is what gives you that nice buzz. And you get it so quickly with alcohol that you begin to get it a lot less in your everyday life. So like, for instance, when you're walking down the street and you see the sun shining and you see a beautiful day and you see, people laughing or you hear the sound of children playing, like you're not getting that surge that you would get with a cocktail. And so you're not taking that moment in, or you're not appreciating it or feeling the feelings that you normally would had you have been sober. And so with not, with going through the world without thinking that I have to have a drink to do the most mundane of things, I am realizing that maybe I'm missing out, on life. Maybe I'm missing out on those little simple moments, right? And so, yeah, that's another thing I'm learning. And then finally, it's really hard. It's really hard not to drink. The media is telling you that drinking is cool and fun. And, now that I am actually like thinking about my relationship with alcohol and, what it has meant to me, I feel like everything that I see is now like a microscope is on it. Like the magnifying glass is making it even clearer to me. Like drinking is everywhere. Like, whether it is on a television show and I see girlfriends who are drinking together after, the end of a long day, or whether, oh, little baby, do you want to lay down? Oh, she wants to lay down. She's like, Mommy, hurry with this video. Hurry with this video. I'm almost done, baby. So, this is real. This is transparent, folks. I mean, I know that I probably should have like, some kind of like great lighting and, make this a little bit more productive value, but I feel like the value is in what I'm saying and not necessarily in all the bells and whistles, which if you want to see bells and whistles, there's other videos on here for that. But I'm just getting real raw and open and honest with you. So yeah, I feel like it's all around me. I live in like an area everyone is going to, I'm like near bars and restaurants. And so if I go outside my house, like that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people who are drinking, who are like, having a good time. And so it's hard, it's hard when it's always in your face. It's hard when, I'm reading a book and the protagonist is like, oh, I went home and I had a bottle of wine after a long day, because it makes you feel like it's okay. It makes you feel like that's just normal. That's what we do. And so, it's hard. I remember when I told a friend of mine that I was sober curious and I was going to stop drinking, he was like, why would you do that? And I remember feeling like I had to like backpedal and be like, no, it's just for right now. Like, I don't know, maybe, it'll for a couple months or whatever. And I felt like I had to get defensive about it. So it's hard, like in the world that's telling you that drinking is cool and that's what you do, you know, it's hard. And I know that I still am gonna want to have a cocktail at brunch. I'm still gonna want to go to dinner and have a great glass of wine with a steak, or when I'm on vacation, right? So it's hard because I'm still trying to figure out what that relationship is supposed to look like. Is it completely sobriety and saying no, or is it, you know, just kind of cutting back? And if that is the case, what does that look like? And when does that happen? And all of that. So it's hard. All of this is hard. I'm still learning. But what I do know is that anything worth having is worth working hard for. If it wasn't so hard, maybe it would mean that it wasn't as great of a reward. So with that said, we are gonna get back to playing. It's gonna be me and you. Say goodbye to the people. Thank you for watching this video. We are appreciative of you. Say bye, Elliot Jagger. I probably should have put like a little bow on her head, but I didn't think she was gonna be in this video, and I've already recorded. And when you're a mom, you just record. You do what you can with the time that you have it. And this little baby is an angel, and she's always an angel, by the way. She's like, gives me so much time and space and energy, so I'm so grateful. But when you have a moment to record and capture the angelicness of your angel at the same time, you just do it. So anyway, with that said, subscribe to my channel. I would love to understand you guys' relationship with alcohol, learn more about you. Put that in the comments. Are you completely abstaining? Are you on a sober journey yourself? Do you think all this is crazy bullcrap? Let's have a conversation about it. I think that, you know, these kinds of thoughts and feelings can feel isolating if you keep them to yourself. But I really want to be open about it with people so that I can learn more and I can figure out what, you know, information I can use on my own journey. So I hope this has helped you if you're thinking about possibly becoming sober curious, rethinking your relationship with alcohol. Please subscribe to my channel again, and I hope to see you in the next video.